Josiah Harbert is considered the state's father of the ostrich industry or ostrich ranching, and he got that name because he operated the very first successful ostrich ranch here in our state. Hey, it's Janelle Molony, Hottie Historian, and I'm at approximately 31st Avenue and Osborne and Grand Avenue. And today we are going to be looking at what used to be the so-called first ostrich ranch established here in the state of Arizona. We're looking for 40 acres of land adjoining Grand Avenue. So here we are getting onto Grand Avenue, and to our right would have been Harbert's personal property, and to our left was the neighborhood of Alhambra, or the, I guess, downtown point of Alhambra. All right, so we're getting off of Grand Avenue. Yeah, here's our landmark, folks. We're in the parking lot of the Great Alaskan Bush Company. The very first functional ostrich ranch was right here. This is where ladies dance. Back in 1888, we would have been able to see 3 very cool ostriches right here. Now, the story of getting those ostriches to this property is a little bit sad. Basically, it goes like this. Moses Clanton and Josiah Harbert partnered up in California and said, we're going to get ostriches and we're going to become millionaires with this whole feather industry. They planned to bring them to Clanton's ranch, which used to have cattle, way out past Buckeye. They arrived in the middle of July when it was scorching temperatures. I don't know if you're a step ahead or if you just watched the other video and you know that those birds didn't arrive healthy. In fact, only 3 birds survived that journey. So Josiah Harbert and Moses Clanton's kind of deal fell apart, and Josiah paid him for the birds, and he had 3 birds right here, where we now have the Alaskan Bush Company. I was going to say, this is where we keep the other long-legged chicks. There's more to that story. I made another video about the actual first ranch and how it failed to launch. Very early on, Josiah Harbert realized that these ostriches he had, even though it was just 3, were a huge attraction for townspeople to come out and look. Even sweating crowds of people were coming to see his ostriches. Josiah Harbert's initial failure did not do anything to destroy his reputation here in the state. He became known, again, as the father of Arizona ostrich ranching. He was the one that continued and didn't give up. So we have him to thank for that. And the legacy that continued here in Arizona, where at some point, we ended up with 80% of the nation's entire population of ostriches, which is just incredible.